Go ahead.
Alright, so SOP 42-04 quality record. The purpose of this procedure is to provide for implementing a policy and assigning responsibilities for establishing storage of company records. So quality records with their storage, locations, and retention periods are set forth in the Master Cross-Reference. The management representative is responsible for and has authority for execution of this procedure. So records are identifiable to the product, person, or event to which they pertain. Records are dated and identify the employee who established the record. Records are indexed or grouped to facilitate their retrieval. Records are identified and are easily accessible. Records shall be accurate, blue or black ink only, so that means whenever you have to sign off, date, or anything, only use blue or black ink. You have to make sure it's legible and signed. Initials or inspection stamps may be used, so anywhere that it requires a signature, you gotta make sure it's signed. Or a stamp is acceptable as well. You have to make sure it's dated. All entries are to be signed and dated entries only after the tasks are completed. Record date format shall be as month, day, and year, or month, day, and year. So you can either use the dashes or the slashes.
Yeah,
Record time format shall be as AM or PM as appropriate. Some records begin as company generated forms for the management of product and processes. Forms shall be controlled by a revision level and easily accessible by the appropriate personnel. So use and storage. The department that initially established the record normally stores the record. So like for us, for material control, we're the ones that go ahead and we store the records in the back. Records are stored in dry clean rooms or electronically. Cabinets containing records are labeled to display their contents. So for example, like the job travelers, we have them all labeled in the back as to by job number. We have them labeled by job number. Records, the retention periods and locations are noted in the Master Cross-Reference. Records and other quality documents may not be stored in private desk drawers or other obscure locations are not generally known, unless noted in the Master Cross-Reference. Records may not show erasure. So pretty much what that is saying is that there can't be like any white ink or anything like that. If you make changes, you line through it, you initial, and you date it. Records may not be copies. Records may not contain whiteout, like I said, along with the may not show eraser. Only original records are valid. Corrections may be made with single line strike through, the signature of the person making the correction, and the date that the correction was made. Incorrect entries must be corrected by the following. Draw a single line through the incorrect entry, write correct entry next to the incorrect entry, sign or stamp, and date the correction. So let's say for example though, the space is too small. You can go ahead and put a little asterisk and then put a little asterisk as in your initials and date and all that stuff. Anywhere where it actually fits on the document. That's only in the case that it doesn't fit in that little spot. So additional comments should be written for the following situation. Out of limit conditions, corrections to data by other than author of original data. The retention time for quality records is not less than 15 years after the last product has been made or services rendered. So pretty much we keep all documents and records for 15 years. The supplier record retention. The supplier must retain adequate quality system records for no less than 15 years. Records shall remain legible, readily identifiable, and retrievable. Suppliers must present evidence to demonstrate that quality records are being retained, specified drawings, purchase orders, etc. The suppliers that have had purchase ordered placed within the period between management reviews shall be assessed. The finding shall be presented during the periodic management reviews. So disposition, when records are disposed of, they shall be shredded or disposed of in a manner deemed appropriate by department managers. So pretty much any documents from the company or for the company, they're always shredded. You can never just throw them away. Inspection, stamps, and control. Test inspection records shall indicate by whom test inspection has been performed. This is accomplished by issuance of a test/inspection stamp. You've seen them before, right? When we use all our stamps and stuff. Okay. Test inspection stamps shall be issued by serial number. A record of test inspection stamp shall be maintained indicating inspection stamp control sheet. Which, that one, I want to show you guys because I actually have to find this on my own. It's right here in stamp records. So the most recent one is this one, stamp control record form for 2019. Right now I think there's only 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So this is the stamp number, which we already know. 4 is Lorenzo, 8 is Anthony. I guess Johanna has them too. I don't know. But yeah, this has all their names and stuff like that. Necessary information. So those are only the stamps here, not the stamps from Guatemala. There's a different log for that, which you can find. I believe it's in the master document. You can find it.
Is it in the SOP or the pathway or?
I don't know if it's for that one.
Okay, it's fine.
It's only for ours, for the one here.
Okay, if that's the only one.
The one from Guatemala, like if you didn't know, if you wanted to figure out their number, you can look. I think it's in the master document list.
Okay.
I mean index.
Oh, alright, that's fine.
Yeah. So the serial number of the stamp and the name of the employee the stamp is issued to, the date the stamp was issued, the date the stamp was recalled. The stamps issued shall remain in the possession of the employee. Recalled stamps shall be held in bond for a period of at least 1 year before reissue. So that just pretty much means that, let's say we give Leslie a stamp at the beginning of this year, and then we recalled it because she left or whatever reason today. So that means that we wouldn't be able to use that number for another year.
Okay.
So we wouldn't be able to use it until 6/23/2021. Also, how it says stamps issued shall remain in the possession of the employee. That means that only that employee could use that stamp.